Let's go ahead and jump into Himmelsdorf, our first map in this best of 5.
Himmelsdorf it is. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Himmelsdorf.
Okay, there we go. All right, we got Turtle Police, the red team, spawning up on the top half of Himmelsdorf, and Simposaurus Rex in the blue. Look like they're thinking about a bit of a hill play.
See lots of hill. Take a look at the tanks. 2 AMX 5100s, 2 IS-3s, a T-69 over here for the blue team on the south side of the map, going up against 2 AMX 5100s, an IS-3, a T-32 and a T-69. So pretty much mirror matchups, but instead of 2 IS-3s, they decided to bring out 1 T-32. I hear Clutch in the back, like, yeah! Clutch, behave, it's just a single T-32. No need to get crazy now.
Fire is cold, and this T1 Cunningham making his way up to the top of the hill.
Do you think Fire can be cold?
His name used to be Fire is Hot. He just changed to be silly.
He's got a really cool logo on the front of his tank, though, I gotta say. It's a happy little crab.
Yeah, he's from the clan Crabs.
Is it like this sign?
I guess so. He's going to just kind of hang out up here on the top of the hill. Meanwhile, there is some spotting going down on the low ground around Tank Alley, around the courtyard. Nobody really able to exchange any sort of damage just yet.
Oh, there we go. We see Knock Moritz landing a pretty big shot on Legit.
AKA Lord Commander. He's in that T-32, and he's in a great hold-down position. Guys, hold down means the only part of your tank exposed is that top part of the turret. And the T-32 has the strongest turret armor at Tier 8, so very difficult to pin.
Ridiculous amount of armor.
A hold-down T-32, it's going to make it very difficult for Simposaurus Rex to push on Turtle Police.
Can an E100 pen it?
Yes. Yes.
Is there anything E100 can pen?
No. An E100 pins at all.
There's plenty in E100 cannot pen.
Nope.
Yes.
What can an E100 not pen?
Numerous Tier 10 tanks.
Like?
The T110E4's front armor.
So what do you do against it?
You don't shoot its front armor. You shoot the side armor. Just like with the IS-3, when you can't pen the front armor, you shoot the side. That's generally how you go about shooting tanks.
I get it, man.
Yeah.
We have A-Large over here in his T1 Cunningham doing a little bit of a scouting mission. And he's actually going to be able to spot quite a few tanks, I believe, in the near future. He's definitely going to be able to spot a Pyro, right, in his IS-3. Is that still a Pyro chilling over there?
It sure is, and there's a lot of spotting actually happening right now in the train yard. That's Endless Nights with a great position to see everything that's coming up. He sees Okeano, Air News, Revelator, Legit. The entirety, in fact, of Simposaurus Rex has been called out, and now Turtle Police able to do some sort of reaction to it. That T1 Cunningham did go down, but boy, did he ever do his job.
They of course still got that small HP advantage as well, as Legit did take that 1 hit earlier from Lord Commander. And as silly as it may sound, 1 hit can make a pretty big difference.
Yep. Right now we've got Smitty in this 5100 gets a great shot on Legit. Great positioning there from Smitty, and Legit is going to continue to push forward, but
maybe he's
going
not
to do it at the cost of quite a bit of hit points.
So far, Benny hasn't been very legit.
Too legit to quit, Kev.
He's too legit to rage quit.
He's got a good position on this flag, but
well, Smitty might actually be a little bit exposed right now. Even though the entire team of Turtle Police is here, still it's going to be hard for them to land some really good fire. Perhaps Aaron Niels is a little too far in the front, though.
And he does go down. His teammates are going to come along and try to back it up. Smitty does get killed as well. Legit dropping all the way to 88 hit points. Revelator also very low on health, as Simposaurus Rex trying real hard to win this brawl against the Turtle Police, but I don't know if it's going to happen, as Turtle Police is returning so much fire.
Boom, say both of the IS-3s, and right now just in the AMX 5100 remaining, and the T-69 over here. The Turtle Police did it extremely well. They played this out so well from start to finish. They set up the trap, and Simposaurus walked right into it.
That's exactly right.
There's no other way to
fruitcake for me, the last tank standing, and he is gonna go down.
I would love some fruitcake.
Really? Lord Commander just took the last of it.
Damn you, Lord Commander.
All that remains are the T1 Cunninghams, and, well, they're not gonna be able to get a whole lot done. A-Large dies. Cinnabar is hiding somewhere on the map, but Turtle Police just has to make their way across to the cap, and that'll be all she wrote.
What do you do in a moment like this when you're the T1?
Well, exactly what the decal of Cinnabar says. You say,
dead magnet.
let me be the lead magnet.
Oh, he's a dead magnet.
Expose himself and get smacked. Great play here
Yeah.
from Turtle Police. Good
Yeah,
focus
I
fire.
felt they
good
really
brawling.
set it up from start to finish. But I must say that that was a very disorganized attack by Simposaurus. Legit took way too much damage. Not just that first shot he took already on the other side of the map, but he took 2-3 shots over here as well. It was just not falling together.
Yep. Down goes the final tank of Simposaurus Rex, and Turtle Police will take that first battle. They're going to go up 1-0. Three, two, one, and time to roll out. As we see spawning down in the bottom half of the map, Simposaurus Rex, Turtle Police up at the top, and we see a lot of 1390s on the map, Kev.
Yes, we do. Those are on the well, actually we see 5 of them. I would say those are on the sides of the Turtle Police, though. But you can see the Simposaurus has 2 of them as well. But they also brought out a T-32 and 2 T-69, so it's almost a mirror matchup. Just 1 T-32 on the side of the Simposaurus, going up against the full autoloader lineup of the Turtle Police. And I've said it earlier today. I don't dislike the T-32s in this map, but I really prefer to bring 2 then. I feel that 1 T-32 doesn't really serve its purpose, but that might just be me, Randall.
No, I definitely love having 2 or 3 T-32s when you bring them, because what happens is you can stack them up and kind of go with the whole phalanx formation with T-32s, using each other as hull down. It's very strong, although somewhat immobile, especially on mines. So 1 T-32 is a weird choice.
1390s means lots of mobility for the Turtle Police, and they have used that to take control of the hill. 3 1390s up on that high ground are going to make it very difficult for Simposaurus Rex to move around the map. Meanwhile, the T-69 is sitting in pretty defensive positions on the backside of the hill. They're not actually able to open fire on anything other than tanks out on the lighthouse, or out by the lighthouse, I should say. These T-69 is going to be non-factors for the time being. It's just the 1390s right now for Turtle Police that they're relying on, both to get the spots and to exchange fire should they need to. Pyro doing a great job proxy spotting for any tanks near this rock of death that Randall likes to so dubbed by Randall, I should say. And the rest of them just making sure that no movement goes unspotted.
Yeah, Revelator and X-Pyro are just, or A-Pyro are just proxy scouting each other in the middle of the map. And other than that, there's not a whole lot of movement as of yet.
Strong map control held by the Turtle Police, and I don't know what Simposaurus Rex can really do to take it back, other than trying to pick a fight somewhere. But all these pushes that are open to them would be very, very difficult to execute. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they should try pushing the tank up onto this high ground. I don't know if that would be the best choice or not.
They'd be running the gauntlet then. There's too much cover, I'd say, to try and take the hill.
Crossfire from the entire left bottom side of this map, from the island. All the T-8s are standing over there from Simposaurus.
Yeah. And both sides are going to have a lot of trouble pushing. Simposaurus Rex is doing a strat which I recognize to be one of the stronger holds in when there were 15 tier 10s at least. It's remnant of that. You'd have a tank where you have a T-32 now. You'd have some tanks where you see T-69s. And you'd also have some tanks where you see 1390s and T-1s. And with this kind of setup, there's a lot of crossfire that exists. So if the other team, if Turtle Police were to make a mistake, they could find themselves punished very quickly for either being over-aggressive or just complacent with trying to just maybe spot, you know, just taking some bad runs or maybe trying to spot on this high ground a little too aggressively. It's going to be very hard.
T1 play from the Turtle Police, also pretty defensive. They've just split the top half of the map, basically saying anything near the D line will be very easily spotted. And that is all. Now Turtle Police is up 1-0, so if necessary, a whole bunch of draws would be good enough to get them to tomorrow. I'm sure that's not exactly what they want, but at the same time, there is no reason for them to take or make an aggressive and reckless push against their opponents.
I do feel like the Turtle Police is a really good team, but if I feel that one of the weaknesses is still making something happen, like taking initiative in a map like this. Like I feel they're always really good to reacting what's going on the map, setting themselves up in a certain way, and then just following the chain of events and then doing all the right things. But I feel they often don't really have a game plan to win the game immediately. It's very reactive. which is of course an awesome skill to have if you can adapt very quickly to the situation that's unfolding on the map. But it's also good, like the Cazadores, to have a very well thought out plan immediately.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Kev. As it stands, this is basically defensive strats out of both sides, and not a whole lot of action shaping up as a result. Not even any spots, as nobody is making any sort of active movement. It's all so passive, so defensive.
The Revelator in his T-32 is once more going to try to see if he can make something happen. Perhaps get a free shot off on one of those 3090s. He knows that it's still there. A Pyro, I believe it is. Is it still there? Or did it leave?
No, I think he left.
I see it left.
We got some movement out of the Turtle Police. They've pulled their 1390s down off of the hill, and we're going to see a big switch. They're going to swing all the way back through their cap, and I think we might see these 1390s go across the water and make a push along the one line.
Huh.
Very interesting.
That could work out.
T-32 is still figuring out what's going on in the middle of the map. He's like, did they leave? Sorry, Randall, go ahead.
No, that's, yeah. If he hasn't figured that out,
no, he hasn't.
He will soon, I think, because these 1390s do look like they're going to move in, and they could actually get Cinnabar and possibly Okeano, if Okeano isn't careful. I'm pretty sure they'd probably get Cinnabar, because there is our first spot. Nagamura's getting spotted.
I gotta say, I like this movement out of Turtle Police. I like the fact that they're being so proactive. And this is a great looking push. Cinnabar has been spotted. How long is he gonna be able to stay alive?
Even if the T1 dies, like that's probably just the price they're gonna have to pay for now. Velkovic's missing a couple of shots though, a little bit sloppy there.
Nagamura's gonna come up, that is Lord Commander. He's gonna take out Cinnabar and poke out one of the eyes of Simposaurus Rex. Now, Simposaurus Rex, they have repositioned as well, pulling all of their tanks back to this high ground near their cap, and this is a very strong position to fire on approaches from this island. So I think they're going to be just fine defensively.
I must say the beach looks really beautiful on mine.
It
looks
sure
like
does,
a place that I would like to chill out, whether or not I'm driving in a 3090.
Nagamura does absorb a pretty big shot, and he is going to have to take up a defensive position as a result of that, dropping down to 850 hit points. He doesn't want to expose himself to too much more enemy fire. Now that these 1390s have crossed the map, what do you think these T69s ought to be doing, Randall?
Well, they're doing what looks to be right. Fruitcake is, wait, you're talking about who's T69? Turtle Police's?
Yes.
Ah, well, it looks like they're doing exactly what I thought. So yeah, they should go right for this T32. It's a 2v1, two T69s. They're gonna rip him to shreds unless this T32 could probably get off the hill.
Oh, first shot's a bounce as Smitty doesn't manage to connect. Revelator did unload a shell of his own, so he's gonna have to take a few shots before he's able to return any more fire. Parrot 1 has now gotten into position, and Smitty's probably going to take one more shot. No, he ducks behind cover. And Parrot 1 will be able to... No, they're both clipping?
Yeah,
oh, that's terrible that they run out of ammo while Revelator's left with 58 hit points, so Revelator's going to be able to play a little bit of chase.
It's going to be hard for him to catch up, though. He's not that quick. I love how these T69s are playing this. They're just running circles around, not allowing these T32 to get shots off while he can.
Run, Revelator. You've got seconds left because Parrot 1 should be reloaded now.
Boom.
Oh, he dies, but still, he got one more shot off. He did a crazy amount of damage on both those tanks.
Oh, and look at this. Airnews making a push as well. He's caught Smitty out. Smitty's only got 3 shells left. There's no way he can trade with Airnews, and Airnews is going to clean up Smitty.
I think that this T32 died for a pretty good purpose. If they're able to catch that other T69 as well. Parrot 1 right now is going to change Air News. Where's the backup for Air News? He should have backup.
He doesn't have any backup, and he's also clipping. He's going to have to retreat over the hill. That's a great... Oh, no! Tracked himself, and Parrot 1 might come over after him. What is going to happen here? I think Parrot 1 not willing to commit to that attack as he doesn't know what's waiting for him.
Yeah. Also, Okeano is coming to back up Air News. He was going north, but now he's coming on back, and he's trying to defend him, but Parrot 1 is leaving, and they see that. Okeano's going to go for now. The T1 fires cold, I believe, unless he's just... Or is he going to ignore him? He's just going to ignore and fire his cold. Oh, wow.
Red base is being captured as well. Sorry, Randall.
And somebody's got to get back to deal with it. It looks like it's going to be Parrot 1.
But here's A-Large, Ben. A-Large has him in vision, and A-Large is going to try to unleash some fire on him. He will land the first shot, and he's going to land the second shot as well. Beautiful play here by A-Large.
That's pretty sick. Simposaurus Rex on the verge of capping out the Turtle Police. The only ones alive right now are the 1390s.
A Pyro and Velkovic. A Pyro should be able to pick up A-Large, unless he's
but Velkovic gets back and resets the cap. So we've got two 1390s alive against a very low health A-Large, a very low health Air News and Okeano. This game could still go either way.
Okay, Okeano is chasing a Pyro down right now. I think that's a very smart decision. He's still on full HP in his 3090. I don't really see this going any other way than
Okeano misses a shot.
38 seconds left, guys.
And here
come... so tier points are actually very important. A-Large might die. If A-Large exposes himself, maybe Velkovic is able to land a shot.
Pyro gonna make a run on Air News. Air News at just 270 hit points. 2 shots and he will go down, but a Pyro misses the first one and gets blasted from behind.
20 seconds for Velkovic to make something happen. It's gonna be very hard, very unlikely, but it is possible because 2 of those tanks are so low in HP. You got 10 seconds left, Velkovic. Is he clipping or something?
Nope, he just got no vision on anybody. Air News is at 270 hit points and behind cover. Okeano's going to come around and force the fight. And this in and of itself is going to end this game. Velkovic can't do anything, and Simposaurus Rex with some very intelligent play.
Yeah, A-Large played really nice this match. Basically, the entire team played really good.
Okay, guys, here we go again. Proc the map. Kev, tell us about the tanks we're seeing.
Take a look at the tanks. We can see this one T-32 indeed, 2 T-69s, AMX 3090 is going up against a full autoloader lineup from the Turtle Police. So they didn't bring the T-32, but Simposaurus did once more.
And what I have noticed in this qualifier is people bring the T-32s, often post them up in a position to say, you shall not push past this point, and it becomes oh so hard to push on T-32s. Now there's only one, which is a little bit easier to deal with, but man, they are such just frustrating tanks to have to try and kill because they do have that great turret armor and all those hit points.
Yeah, that American line is pretty easy to play out.
A little bit of spots initially, but neither team showing more than just a glimpse at their strats. Look at Turtle Police really splitting up their tanks. That's very interesting.
Yeah, and a lot of those tanks were spotted. One of the T-69s was spotted. Oh, wow. T1 going down.
Picked off immediately by, I believe, Revelator in his T-32.
Yes, he did. Stopped for half a second with this amazing 90mm gun with almost no cons. Destroyed that T1. This will be no cost to him. He doesn't have to spend any time to reload because he's an awesome T-32 and is not an autoloader.
That is very true. A-Large making a little run along the ridgeline in that 1390. Smitty's going to try to fire, but he's going to miss. Tough shot to make, and A-Large is going to duck behind cover and speed away, knowing, all right, shots fired from the western part of the map.
Now, if I'm Simposaurus Rex right now, I've seen Turtle Police's strat. I know they're split. And what I want to do is I actually want to make a push happen. I want to make a fight happen because I'm surrounded right now.
Identify somebody and just throw everything at that one tank, regardless of which side it goes to. If you throw 5 at a side that is not 5.
They're pinging a lot on the minimap as well. I think they're completely aware of it, and I think they can almost hear us, guys, because that is exactly what they are going to do. I think they're going to run down this 2-3 line, and they're going to jump on those 2 tanks that are still sitting over there.
Smitty's got good vision, or had good vision, of Revelator, that T-32.
But I don't think he wants to reveal himself, because then I think he knows that he's going to trigger the reaction that we are already discussing.
All right, it's going to begin right now. A-Large and Okeano are going to push up, trying to take the...
This
is probably one of the best.
Oh, no. T-69 missing a shot on the T1 Cunningham. That's a huge...
Oh my god.
Huge problem.
I think Turtle Police is in so much trouble right now. Parrot 1 is going to get lit up seriously, already down to 700 HP. Smitty is in trouble there as well. Reinforcements are coming across the field, but I'm afraid it might just be a little too late.
I think the only answer is to cap, and it looks like Turtle Police doesn't agree with me. They're not making any movement at all. One T-69 is going to fall. Smitty is completely isolated. This is a perfect play out of Simposaurus Rex. Okeano closing in on Smitty is going to say, hey, T-69, you dead. As he misses a shot, but that doesn't matter. Smitty goes down anyway. We see Nagamoritz in his 1390 trying to lock horns with Air News in the T-69.
Doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, it's a full health 1390. Yeah, actually landing many shots. He's did he just? Oh, no, he didn't.
Yep, Air News was just getting reloaded as that fight happened.
And those shots hurt from the T-32.
Yes, it does. Turtle Police and Lord
even
Commander
in tier points right now, but it really doesn't feel even.
No
as Lord Commander will go down. Here comes A-Large, and A-Large has a lot of shots to fire.
A lot of shots and a lot of hit points. That's a full health 1390.
Yep. But he was just fighting a T-69. He probably hit reload, and there he is, just getting reloaded.
Juking a lot of shots.
First shot misses, second shot hits the track. Still no damage taken, so Lord Commander might be able to return some fire.
Wow.
Still hasn't taken any damage.
These
finally gets blasted.
That was Revelator, right? Yeah. Revelator once more in C32, landing a big shot. Right now they're 8 points ahead. They don't really have to push the issue. Probably just retreat, let A-Large reload, and then they can always still try to make something happen, as Okeano is still full on HP as well. And I think Revelator has a lot of hit points too.
All about Valkovic and a Pyro right now, as A-Large manages to drop vision and sneak away.
Yeah, worst player NA is getting on cap now. That will initiate it. There's a minute 35 seconds on the clock. That is the time that Turtle Police needs to get back to cap and stop this.
I was like, wow, Randall, that's so rude. Why is he calling him the worst player NA? But
well, because he is, quite literally.
Worst
What's his name? Yeah, it's going to be real tough for Turtle Police to do anything about this cap. I think Simposaurus has played this map perfectly. And man, that's got to be a punch in the nose for Turtle Police, as this is a map that they're supposed to be specialists on. Pyro's booking it back. I think he will be able to do something about this cap.
He's going to try to hit a big shot in his T32 once more. If he's able to land this one, it might just be the nail in the coffin. Then they have such a big HP advantage. Oh, he's going to lose vision of a Pyro.
Worst player should spot him momentarily, as he is moving around on cap. Worst player, hold still. You're a T1. You probably have a camo net, and if you have one, actually, it doesn't matter if he's a T1 and he doesn't have a camo net, because he's got the same camo while he's sitting still. Oh.
Right now, we're only 7-point difference, 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. A Pyro does get lit up, but maybe if those 3090s just keeps running around, we have 2 3090s alive. What if they just keep speeding around the map for 4 minutes?
That is technically a solution to the dilemma at hand. I don't know if they're going to be able to get away with it, though. A Pyro is more or less cornered here. A-Large giving chase 635 hit points against 610 hit points. If these guys locked horns, it would be a very close fight. A-Large will be cresting that hill shortly.
You know, like, if they are able to somehow fight without that T32 supporting, something might be possible.
Yeah, although it does look like Revelator could catch out Fire is Cold here in a second.
That is the biggest
problem.
Yes.
Oh, and that's going to mean 8 points in favor of Simposaurus Rex. That's a great shot by Revelator, managing to lock in and take out the T1 Cunningham. It means there are 2 1390s and a T32 against 2 1390s.
So the Simposaurus knows what they have to do right now. Immediately regroup, stick together,
well, you know,
team.
If they initiate cap and then catch 1390s in transit, that would even things up again. I think that, and no one killed the supplies. Option. I think this is actually a very realistic win condition. Revelator's not going to be able to get back. He's in a very slow T32.
No, he's in range. He's in range.
He's not too far away, man.
He's about 20 seconds away at max from being able to spot the cap if he from where he is right now. He's actually on the F line.
Turtle Police choosing not to initiate cap. That's interesting.
I definitely think they should have, though. I do agree with you, Ben. I think that would have been their best chance. Just trying to perhaps hope they can somehow land a couple of shots on A-Large and pick off A-Large, but of course they would never send A-Large in front, as Oregano has way more HP.
Okeano with just 1,100 hit points would die to focus fire from 2 1390s.
I love what Simposaurus is doing right now, though, Ben. They're sitting in the middle of the map. They're saying, if you're going to cap us out, we're going to be able to get there in time. We're going to be able to stop it.
There's a spot on Revelator. These 1390s might have vision of what Revelator does not, because they have bush cover.
Yeah, but Revelator knows he is spotted himself. He has 6 sense, obviously.
They might actually see A-Large soon, though, and that's a much better spot. If they're able to land a couple of shots on A-Large, and they might will. Here comes A-Large. He's quite revealed.
There he is. A-Large is spotted. 600 hit points. This is exactly what Turtle Police wanted, but a Pyro takes shots and misses shots. Valkovic able to sink a couple as well. Down goes A-Large, and now they got to run.
Run, baby, run. A Pyro and Valkovic so low on HP. Revelator trying to catch up in his slow T32. He knows if he's able to land one shot on either of them, he will kill them, both of them.
He could low row and not kill Valkovic, but a Pyro is a one-shot.
Oh, Revelator shoots and misses, and now Valkovic has a chance to land some shots of his own, but he's just going to run away.
Okay, here comes Okeano.
And somewhere is Okeano. There he is, and he's going to shoot and miss as well. I think Valkovic is not long to this world.
2 minutes. It's going to be damn near impossible to stay alive for 2 minutes, but so far they're still alive.
Actually, Revelator pulled off of Valkovic, and Okeano missed his shots. Can Revelator get away? No, Revelator does not miss. He has been clutch in that T32 all game long.
That was a really big shot, because if he missed that one, they would have been out of range. And then, like, Oriano is going to have to take a small risk. He's going to have to chase them alone, which, of course, you know, he might still be able to do that because he had way more HP. But it also gets a little risky. If he misses 2 shots, he might die on himself. And a winning game is suddenly a losing game then. So a massive shot there in the end for Revelator. And now it's going to be damn near impossible for a Pyro and the Turtle Police to turn this one around.
If a Pyro can get into some stealthy position somewhere and sink 4 or 5 shots in a row.
Don't sell it to me, Ben. I don't believe in it.
It's not impossible. It's highly unlikely. I don't think Okeano and Revelator would make the mistake of separating themselves that much, but if...
No, now there's not enough time. He literally can't put out the damage unless he would have set both of them on fire or something simultaneously.
He's able to... Well, he only has to kill one of them for a draw.
Yeah, for a draw, but he...
No, of course not to win.
There's almost not enough time for him to begin an engagement and actually get the number of kills needed.
Well, he's going to go for it. He knows that he's got to make something happen. He's got 40 seconds. He's going to go for Okeano. Ain't going to happen. Revelator is there again, and Revelator gets the MVP award.
Yeah, he did so much damage.
Welcome back to the desk, gentlemen, for our potentially our last map of the night. Right now, Simposaurus Rex leads 2-1. Why are you so smiley?
Because I left something on the table which I shouldn't have left there. It's getting really hot over here. We are in Southern California and it's hot all day, and then at night in the studio lights get really hot as well. So it's important to stay hydrated, ain't that right?
Yep. It is very important to stay hydrated. You can take a drink of that water as we get ready to jump into steps for our next map. Gentlemen, here we go again.
Same maps as we already had, so I don't really have to go over it once more, but I am very curious how this T-32 is going to play out this time. Revelator definitely an MVP in the last match, putting out so much damage and above all, cleaning up everything that was pretty much to clean up. 6 out of 7 kills, man. Can you spell Top Gun?
I sure can.
T-O-M-C-R-U-I-S-E. That's right.
R-E-V-E-L-A-T-0-R. That's how I would spell it. We're seeing some aggressive play here out of Turtle Police, sending 31390s right down the center of the map. And what in the world is the result?
I'm not sure. Revelator is here. Revelator sees it.
This plan is to beat any kind of west side campage. They wanted to surround and what they would predict it to be some kind of west side camp. But guess what? They're not running into that. And these 1390s are going to have to spread out as they've realized there's a T-69 and a T-32 waiting for them in a spot they did not expect.
I am afraid this is going very dicey for the Turtle Police already. Look at Valkovic, he's so low on HP. There's a lot of crossfire right now.
Pyro's in a good position to offer help, and great driving by Nagamoritz in that 1390, avoids the ram. Still, though, Valkovic is going to fall, and so too will Nagamoritz, a.k.a. Lord Commander. 33 tier points to 26.
And above all, a Pyro is so low on HP as well.
2 more shots, and a Pyro is going to go down, and Revelator's in position to take one of them. Smitty and Parrot 1 trying to fire on Revelator. Revelator drops to 650 hit points. A Pyro drops to 131.
Ooh, Mighty Pillow misses a big shot over there. He could have been taken out a Pyro, but he whiffs.
Oh man, Revelator down to 180 hit points. He's going to duck behind cover as we see the brawl continue.
Okeano really wants to get a Pyro, and he should be able to get him right now. Beautiful shot by him right there. And right now it seems like the Turtle Police is strapped. 2 tanks remaining, both of them so low on HP.
Yeah, great play out of Simposaurus Rex. That was almost a tactical counter to what Turtle Police threw at him. Turtle Police trying to bounce back here, but I just don't think it's going to be possible.
Parrot 1 is trapped between 3 tanks. Okeano is clipping though, so he might be able to pick him off.
Well,
Mighty Pillow is taking some damage from the T1 Cunningham.
A lot of damage to Mighty Pillow, almost 100 hit points taken out. I think he's probably clipping though. You know, suddenly it's 10 tier points to 7. Parrot 1, the only tier 8 still alive.
Actually, Mighty Pillow is solo on HP.
But
Parrot 1 is clipping,
of course. Here comes Revelator. And he should be able to offer that final bit of help. Yep, absolutely he does. T1 Cunningham goes down, absorbing a T69 shot, and Mighty Pillow will clean up the rest. Endless Nights, the last man alive. And I don't think there's anything he can do to change the outcome of this one.
Sometimes you roll the dice, Ben, and sometimes you roll a 3 instead of that 12 that you're hoping for.
Well, if you're playing the bitter strat,
and that is what happened to the Turtle Police right now. They hoped for a big west side or a big east side push. Probably even the east side would be a lot better than the west side, but either way it would have been better than leaving tanks in the middle, but that's exactly what happened. They took so many shots before they could even really execute their strategy. You know, they took a chance and it backfired.
Simposaurus Rex closes it out 3-1 and moves on to the semifinals where they will meet Hunter x Hunter.
It's going to be a great match.
It is going to be phenomenal.
who is going to be the favorite in that one. That is, of course, going to happen tomorrow. I am stoked for that. Overall, Ben, we saw a couple of really amazing games today. I'm very sad that we didn't see EC versus Refuse to Die, but we tried to make it up for you guys. We're playing some fun show matches.
Yeah.
Overall, I think we had a lot of fun, and I must say, surprising results today. Not the results I expected.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, man. If we look back at all of our matches on the day, we started off with Cazadores versus the Pub Stars, and the Cazadores won dominantly, taking out the Pub Stars 3-1, a result that I was not expecting. Hunter X Hunted versus Victoria's Secret was another pretty surprising turn of events for me. Hunter X Hunter proving to be the better team, also advancing on to the semifinals tomorrow. Refuse to Die, as you already pointed out, taking the EC win via walkover, and then taking the WGLNA win via OPKV5s, unbelievably. And then, of course, Turtle Police versus Simposaurus Rex, an exciting series where Simposaurus Rex manages to come out on top. I think in part due to just better strategies.
And you know, in that last map, once more, Revelator, 2100 damage. 8 shots, 7 penetrations.
He has been so consistent, man. Absolutely the all-star for Simposaurus Rex here in the series, and earning some real credibility, some street cred for that T-32.
Also a big shout out to Mighty Pillow, who only did 1,000 damage, but was able to clean up 4 kills.
Tomorrow we will have the semifinals. It's going to be the Pub Star, not the Pub Stars, the Cazadores versus Refuse to Die, and Simposaurus Rex versus Hunter X Hunter. The winners will go on to play in the final. One team tomorrow will qualify for WGLNA Season 2. And, man, which team will it be? It's almost impossible to say. Simposaurus Rex looked great. Yeah. Cazadores is still probably my favorite.
Me too. Because of SAS logo and Kufo. It's just such a solid
I mean, Kufo's absolutely great. And the rest of that team proving their skills today, unquestionably.
Randall, what did you think about today?
I thought the Cazadores were very good. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought Pub Stars would be a really dominant force, but when they weren't, I mean, that felt like an upset to me, a real upset, because all of our expectations were completely shattered. Mine were, although I'm glad to see that Cazadores are making it, and I'm actually glad to see that Hunter X Hunter is actually doing very well as well. That shows Cazadores can produce some really seriously decent teams.
How happy are you to be able to cast Whiskey Dodd tomorrow?
I hope Whiskey Dodd is here tomorrow. I'll have to call him tonight and be like, Whiskey, are you going to be on? He'll have to tell me yes, or else I'll have to just...
How long are you going to call him tonight?
3 hours. I'll sit there for 3
have, like,
hours.
You hang up. No, you hang up.
Have a long phone cord in your room, like wrapping it around your finger. No, Whiskey, you say goodbye.
Rando, I have to play tomorrow. I'm tired. Well, then hang up. No, you hang up.
Whiskey, do you dream about me when you play tanks?
It was a lot of fun. I think it was a great day of tanks.
Yeah, I think so too.
We had some small hiccups, so we of course appreciate all of you guys staying with us. But hopefully you guys had a lot of fun tuning in. I had a lot of fun being here.
Yeah, we had some great games. Please remember to keep sending those tweets over to twitter.com/WGLNA and Facebook.com/WGLNA. You can catch all the VODs of tonight's games and previous night's games at www.WGLNA.com. And last but not least, follow these fine gentlemen sitting to my right, Rotterdam08 on Twitter, Rookhill on Twitter, and I am twitter.com/MrBitterTV. Final shout out and final thank you to our sponsors, Alienware, Logitech, Kingston, and of course Azo monitors, which are on sale at Amazon.com today. Gentlemen, it's been a blast. You guys at home, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for the semifinals and the grand finals of our Season 2 qualifier #1.